Hello everybody, Vesper, and welcome back to Blueprints. Mountain's still over here. Say hello to the mountain, everybody. It's just watching us taking a gander. Is the mountain... Hold up, wait a minute. Is the mountain like 3 peaks? I've stared at this mountain at the beginning of like every single episode, and I never even noticed that it's like 3 different peaks. So like there, well, it's multiple peaks if we're going to be 100% honest, but it's like peak there, and then it goes up to this like weird shape right here that almost looks like it's a completely different thing just sitting behind these 2 mountains here. But also, if this is a mountain, that's a very weird shape because it looks like it just like tapers off there and tapers off there. But most mountains, if not all mountains that follow the laws of physics, slope upwards to a point, to the peak. They don't go like up, shut out, and then come back. They just do a solid slope up. That's weird. Is it just because I'm looking at it from a different angle because I'm not over there? I'm not really sure. There's a fence here, but we have something to explore. We have drafted something new, something different. We have drafted the catacomb on the outside shed. If I take a little gander at the map, if I can look at the map, we have not the catacomb, we have the tomb. We're gonna go tomb raiding, because every time you draft a dead end in your house, spread 5 gold in the tomb. But you know what? I want to take a gander at the tomb. Oh. Alright, cool. I forgot that when you go up and down the spiraling staircase, it just like locks you in. That's fantastic. This looks like freaking... This reminds me so much of Legend of Grimrock. I'm not gonna lie. This reminds me of Legend of Grimrock, dude. Holy crap. I haven't thought about Legend of... Well, I have played it a little bit. Not necessarily recently, but I haven't thought about Legend of Grimrock in forever. What? You wearing a baseball cap? Bro, is this angel wearing a freaking baseball cap? Alright, cool. There's a puzzle here that I do not understand. You're gonna come to life. When are you gonna come to life and be like a weeping... what the hell is it called? It's like a weeping angel. That's what it's called. That's right. There's an indent in the wall. I'm like looking for like secret passage. Ooh. There's a tomb here. I mean, I guess it is called a tomb. That does make sense. Just like a freaking candles thing. Just like bent over. Hold up, there's gotta be some hint somewhere as to the puzzle, because I'm assuming I have to like lower the arms of some, but maybe not all. Ooh, coins. I like coins. Oh, there's a note. Each of our journeys comes to a collision here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definition. What? This floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? Methinks it's not. Ooh. We have 3 things lit. Wait a minute. Hold up. How are the statues placed? Row 1, row 2, row 3? Maybe? Maybe not? I'm thinking not. Trying to figure out how this is freaking laid out. Does it go by the like torches? Oh, these are lit. These are not. There's a puzzle here that I don't understand, but sure. What's up, Torch? How are you? What is this place? There's a note. Open only in the event of my death. Simon! What? Oh, okay, Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim somber fate fell upon my father, and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than himself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what places and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of conviction. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? Whoops. In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of your own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried beneath the great oak, overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition it is that dumped me in this sunless hollow. And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break, these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the memorial of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed grounds, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatrous. Interesting. He also talked about the oak. Is that like the oak tree that was like over there by where our campsite is? That was literally like cut down but had something or... Wait a minute. That's right! The picture that had the oak had a thing on it. I have a list here. I made myself a little list of things that I wanted to do. And on that list is to go and get the magnifying glass once again, and to go look at the picture of that oak and see if there is a code or something carved into the heart of the oak. Because there was a heart carved in the oak, but I couldn't necessarily see if there was anything truly carved in there, simply because I didn't have the magnifying glass and I couldn't actually see. Also, there's some kind of answer here. I'm assuming it has something to do with this, maybe. Or maybe, this here. So if we go from here, we want the one that's absolutely in the back here. So we want you. I'm guessing. I don't actually know. We go back 3 angels and the third one back in this regard. So we have 1, we have 2, and then we have nothing. Fantastic. That's what you love to see. That's precisely what you love to see. Is there like another angel out this way? There's this dude. Do we go like over this way? Is it you? Because if we do you, and then there's you. Yes, maybe, possibly, potentially. I don't actually know. I'm going to say not. I'm going to say you. With the broom, because why the heck not? We come back, and then we want the one... basically, like, dead smack right over here. You. Probably not. Okay, I don't actually know the answer to this puzzle. There is a puzzle here, but I don't know the answer. There is a hint, on this card saying the floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? So it's definitely not the dead end. So there's gotta be something that hints here. I'm assuming this is potentially the hint because it's close by to that note. However, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I do not understand the catacomb puzzle at all. There's something I'm missing, some information, some piece of the actual puzzle. Hello, bird. Goodbye, bird. That I am truly missing, and I don't understand it. My brain is not big enough to comprehend that at the moment. There's probably going to be some kind of hint, maybe, hopefully, inside it. So we're going to hop back inside. And we'll continue drafting on up. So there's some other things that right, I have the coat check. That is correct. However, we're going to do the Nook just because I need to figure out where to put this potential lever is the thing. But there are other things that I want to do. There is a key. Ooh. I'll do that. I don't have... never mind, I won't do that. I'll get that then. Sure, fantastic. Why the heck not? We're gonna have tons of freaking coins. A banana? What'd the banana do? Did that only give me 3 coins? Did that only say 3 coins? I could have sworn this place gave you 4 coins, but sure, why the heck not? We have the chapel, which would be most unfortunate. You know what? The closet it is. Ooh, a reroll die. Nice. But, if I take a little gander at my list, we have to get the spare car keys and the garage, which means I'm going to probably have to open up some chests along the way. We have the study, which had basically, it looked like a crossword almost, but also there was a note in there that mentioned, 2 paintings in every room, which is most interesting, and I don't fully understand why that is, but there was also a note that I do in fact remember reading that had mentioned them trying super hard to get new paintings to have at least 2 paintings in every single room. So there is something behind having 2 paintings in every single room, and maybe it's like the first letter of what they are. So this is a bride and this is a bridge, so maybe this room here, this nook at the moment, counts as the letter B for something. I don't know what, but for something. We could do the commissionary. Let's do it. Because I could potentially buy something fantastic. Are you open? You are. You have a key. I don't necessarily need to buy a key. You have a shovel. You have a salt shaker. What the fuck is the salt shaker gonna do? You know what? I'm buying the salt shaker. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra 1 double feet. Alright, cool. That's not necessarily fantastic. I'm gonna buy 2 gems just to have the gems so we could potentially do what we want to do and draft what we want to draft if we get something new or fantastic. This could be a good plot, a good spot for the chapel since I'm currently out of coinage. I don't remember having that kind of statue there. Do the statues here change? I don't think the statues... Maybe the statues did change. But we also have these. We have these freaking... Wait a minute. No way. Oh my god. The chapel has Roman numerals on these freaking stained glass windows here. And they all appear to resemble what we saw in the tomb. Hold up, this might be exactly what we need. Where's my pen? Sick, nasty beans. And then the queen is 7. Okay, I'm happy I freaking turned around and looked up. That's fantastic. So if we look at this, I have this written down. We have, where is it at? We have the plow lady as 1. We have the chef as 2. The pitchfork person as 3. We have the chimney sweep as 4. We have the one with the broom as 5. And then 6 is the rider. And then 7 is the queen. So we're going to have to head back to the tomb and we're going to have to try that out. What's our map looking like at the moment? I could just draft these rooms just to see what the heck they end up being. We're going to use a lot of footsteps, but that's fine. We're also going to end up drafting a dead end, which is also fine. That means 5 coins should appear down there as we take all of this other stuff. I'm going to lose that coin, but that's perfectly fine. I gained a gem and a key for my own liking. I have to do the west wing if we want to continue forward for the day. So we'll do the west wing. We'll hop back this way. We'll see what we get. We can get the breaker box with the closet. I'm going to take the breaker box. It's going to cause us another dead end. But that is fine. I'm hoping... The garage. If I do the garage, we'll be a dead end. I can't do the garage. I must do the courtyard. Is there anything in the courtyard? Any special item? Does not appear to be the case. We can keep going, because I still have the feet. Do the spare room, we can do the parlor, get away from the side at least. And maybe get some gems to be able to recruit, or to draft some better stuff here. We'll take the wind-up key. Which one of you is lying? The box that claims to be black has the gems. This box is the blue box. This box is the black box. So if you're lying, but you're telling the truth, and the one that's claiming to be black has the gems, in theory, we'll acquire 2 sapphires. And then we'll find a locked door that we'll have to just jam this key in, turn it, and see what happens. Oh, I must do the bedroom. The bedroom I must do. We shall do the bedroom. Bedroom has been done. We are now in the bedroom with a knocked over top hat. One of the hats that the game is trying to wear. Let's see what else we can get. We get a secret passage. It's a chamber of mirrors. You can now draft second copies of rooms you have already have in the house. If I take it, it's a new room. If I don't take it, we can continue advancing around. I'm going to take it just because I want to see a new room. Oh. I'll press the button. Interesting. The mirror, or the, what is this thing? Chamber of Mirrors requires you to build rooms that circle around it. You press a button, it opens up a door. You press a button, it opens up another. So I'll have to come in from that angle to press that button to maybe open up one of these 2 angles to press one of those buttons, and so on and so forth. So this is a room that's going to require you to be able to draft stuff all around it as... The fuck? I don't remember seeing your picture before. That's a new picture. But you're going to have to be able to draft stuff all around it, as well as have tons of steps with which to freaking go back through. There's also probably some puzzle with the breaker box, but I don't know what the puzzle with the breaker box would be. We're just going to hop back to the tomb real quick, since our day is already at an end because we literally drafted dead ends. Let me make sure everything is up, and then we could try what I believe would be potentially the answer to this puzzle. That's freaking interesting. I freaking love that, by the way. Can I just say that I outstandingly love that? I was so convinced this was the hint for the puzzle for this place. Probably not the hint for this puzzle. Instead, the chapel correlates to the tomb. Which, if we're going to be completely honest, makes complete sense. So we need the lady with the plow to do first. If I remember correctly, she should be like right up here. Yes, you. So we do plow, and then we do the chef, which should be right over here. Hello, chef, how are you? I will yank your arm down. Next we go for the lady with the pitchfork, which is right here. And then we need the one with the duster, which is just directly across, you know. And then we need the lady with the broom, which is just right over here. Ow, my head. I just walked through and she's just like, bonk. The slowest of bonkings. And then we need, hello, rider, how are you? I will dodge you. And now we need the queen. Oh! Secrets, secrets! That's freaking amazing. That's freaking amazing. So one room gives the hint to a second room's answer. Alright, saxophone. Nobody invited you here, but sure. How you doing? Somebody's playing the saxophone. I feel in danger now. The catacombs. Hello, skull. I can't take the skull. Oh my gosh, dude. If this was Legend of Grimrock, I could take that skull, have a barbarian with the feat that they gain, like, plus this amount of strength for every skull in your inventory, and it would be fantastic. I don't know what we're doing down here. We grave robbing? Oh, you might be grave robbing. That looks like the Reaper. Howdy. That's a map, dude. Can I yoink the map? Can I take a gander at the map? Dude, check out... excavation tunnel. Hold up. I'm going to screenshot this real quick. Alright, screenshot complete. I have to remember how to screenshot on this new keyboard because it's different. It's a little bit different. Do I take this? Oh, I don't take it with me. Interesting. Well, we have the reservoir. I don't know what that is. Get that out of here. We have, it looks like a reservoir. And there's like a little tower thing over here. There's a little boat. It's an underground map of some kind. Looks like there's a BA for something, but it's considered 2. This is weird. I don't recall seeing a reservoir anywhere necessarily. But hold up, since I have that freaking screenshotted, is that the only thing down here? Let me just take a quick little gander around just in case. I'm kind of happy that the game doesn't give you the option to open up any of these sarcophagi, because I don't feel like having an ancient curse of my family be born upon me. If I could pronounce my words and not get tongue-tied, we would have a fantastic time! Instead, we're just gonna take a little gander at the sky, blind ourselves, give ourselves a little sun blindness. Actually, that's the reverse. We're giving ourselves a little dark blindness by walking outside from a dark area into the daylight and trying to stare directly up at the sun immediately. Where is the sun? There's the sun. Ow! That actually kind of hurt my eyes to look at. I'm not gonna lie, that did hurt just a little bit to look at. But like, sun blindness is when you're outside and your eyes are all like, not dilated, but like your pupils are like shrunken. So when you walk into like a dark area, the dark area is that much darker and stays that much darker until your eyes can adjust because you've been staring at the sun. Or rather, the sun has been dilating your eyes. Where is this reservoir? Also, I completely forgot we were up on a gigantic-ass mountain. I see like a bird down there? What the hell was that? I don't know what that was. Is there anything open with this now? I'm assuming no. This is still just as creepy. Like, as I walk down here, I am literally getting goosebumps, and I fucking hate it. I keep expecting to see something just down there in the darkness. So I keep looking as if there's actually going to be something down there in the darkness, and I don't like it. What is this? Hold up, wait, what is this? I don't remember this being here before. What's this new door looking thing? I can't do anything with it, but it looks like a potential door to go through eventually. I still don't know where the reservoir is. Although it did say that it was an underground map, did it not? Like, I'm pretty sure it said it was an underground map. But yeah, if we take a little gander on over here, this tree right here was a picture, and it had a little thing. It's a little chimney that's like a lit. I never noticed that little like lit chimney there. Interesting. But anyway, our day is over. We can no longer do anything with this, so let's go ahead, call it a day here. Yes, please. We unlocked a little bit more knowledge, which is always fantastic. We unlocked a puzzle and got a screenshot of a map, a partial of a map, I would say. Let's go ahead into day 11 and see what day 11 will house for us. Will day 11 house anything new? Anything fantastic? How are you, little birds? Are you fantastic? Chirp, yes. Little bloody birds, dude. Alright, before we draft anything, we're going to hop right back over to the shed, because there are still new things that we can draft with this shed. But the shelter is what I wanted. We're doing the shelter because there is something fantastic that I kind of realized with the shelter, and that is the potential to be able to actually unlock this timed safe. So the timed safe, if I remember correctly, let's go ahead and enter. Timed safe, yes please. Unlock date, what's today? Is the fact that this must be at least 1 hour in advance. I'm pretty sure last time I didn't do a full hour in advance. Right now, it is roughly 8:30-ish. So if we do 10 o'clock, we confirm that. This should unlock if I play until 10. So as long as I do that and then I can unlock that, will be fantastic. Once again, dating this episode's recording, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. Not a problem, not a problem. So I get to dig around a little bit and explore the house for like the next 90 minutes. So this might actually just be a longer recording, or there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to end up cutting out. Only time will tell. It depends how much new stuff we see and how much old stuff we have to drudge through. Because this is the kind of game where you're going to see a lot of repeat stuff. But at least I got that. That was like the thing I wanted to do, because that's one of the things on the docket to do. I'm actually going to hop in here and do the parlor game here real quick. Get those gems, because I'm going to want them to be able to potentially get some more stuff. How's this looking? We could do the chapel, we'll lose some coinage, but we'll keep options open. Or we could just do the nook. I'm going to do the nook. I'm going to get the key. That's fantastic. That's fine. A yoinkening is happening. We'll keep going with a nice western hall. Also, if I remember correctly, the levers to be able to open up whatever the heck we needed to open up the antechamber should technically be available in both the west and east wings. Don't know where, but there was one in like the greenhouse that was like broken, but we have the broken lever in storage at the moment. You know what? Instead of security, we're actually going to take the den, because then I can get a free gem, and it does the exact same like planned layout. Is there any? No, there's nothing here. All right, cool. It's fantastic. Just what you love to see. There's a garage. I'm gonna take the garage. We're gonna slap in here and grab these keys just in case we get what we need, which would be the car keys. So I'm hoping to get a bunch of chests, which would be ideal at the moment. We can do the courtyard. Actually, we can only do the courtyard if we want to continue to advance in this direction. Is that a plunger? No, it's a sledgehammer. Well, now I don't need keys. I can just smash open any trunk I want. Brute force my way, barbarian style. There's a hallway, there's a spare room, there's the commissary. The commissary could be useful, but I'm going to do the spare room just so we could like keep kind of advancing forward. It is locked, most unfortunate, but I do have 5 keys to with which to unlock it. We could do the pantry. Let's do the observatory. We'll loop this around. And I'm pretty sure every time you draft the observatory, whether you use this telescope or not, the thing just happens. So we might as well use this. I forget what this was. The diamond, yes. I will take the diamond. I will take the free gem. The free gem? Did I not gain the free gem? I may have not gained the... Ooh, I missed. I may have not gained the free gem. Wait a minute, isn't there like supposed to be a free gem? I'm pretty sure I had 2 before I took a gander. Where's this other gem? I do not know where this gem is, but it looks like we have 2 things here again. Look at that, 2 paintings literally in every single room. What's behind this door here? We have the kitchen. The kitchen is the only one that can keep us advancing forward, which is most unfortunate, so I'm going to have to spend a gem to keep advancing forward. Although we do have the kitchen now. I can kind of see what's on the menu. What's on the menu today? Looks like we could buy some bananas. We could buy a club sandwich. Ooh. We could buy some tomato soup. Ooh, +5 double feet for every red room in your house. Most interesting and most thematic. We love to see that. I'm gonna, you know what? I've always passed up the secret passage. I'm going to unpass up the secret passage, waltz into it, and be baffled by this bookcase. What is behind bookcase? Yes, yes, most indeed. A cinder block, you say? What's behind this door? We can do the weight room, which will open up so many options. We do the aquarium. Have I ever drafted the aquarium? You know what? Oh, I don't have any fucking gems. That's unfortunate. That is most unfortunate. I'd really rather not lose half of my steps. So I'm gonna draft the maid chamber. It's gonna like tidy up the house and everything. I fucking forgot we were sheltered. Son of a bitch, there's a cupcake. Oh my god, 10 steps! That's outstanding. Dude, look at this picture! How much you want to bet there's maybe a potential secret if I had the magnifying glass? I think it right there might be the secret. I'm not really sure. What if I screenshot you? And then I open up that screenshot. And then how do I zoom in on the screenshot? There we go. It's a little bit blurry, but I can technically zoom in on this screenshot. If there is anything to decipher in that screenshot, in that picture, I have no clue what it is. But we also have the staff notice. Pretty sure I read the staff notice before, so I'm not going to read it again. What's behind this? I don't have, but, oh, come on, man. I don't have any gems, actually. No gems are had. Let's do the corridor here. Corridor will at least keep us advancing forward, and it will be unlocked, so we won't have to waste a single key to do this. We could do the patio. This could be a lot of, running back to get back to the entrance hall. Once this ends up being a dead end. Oh, I can't do that. But I can do the patio. Okay, the patio. The pantry. I can do the pantry. The pantry will keep us going forward. I want to mainly just get new rooms, which is becoming harder and harder to actually have happen. I'm going to just draft the chapel because it's going to open up 2 pathways, so we can at least continue advancing. I'm sheltered. You love that. I don't have any gems. What the heck is the Rampus room, dude? Dude, the Rampus room sounds fantastic. That sounds like a party room. I like a party room. Party with the lemurs, dude. The locksmith. I still don't have any goddamn gems. But it's fine. The bedroom will advance us forward. Dude, I'm gonna fill out this whole map, aren't I? At this rate, I'm actually due to fill out this whole map. We haven't really had any detrimental dead ends. This might be the first time we potentially fill out the whole thing. Or not, or we're just going to immediately end up with a dead end. That's fantastic too. Just, bite me in the mouth. Why the heck not? Let's see what's in the closet. Some shoes. Oh, actually some shoes. Alright, cool. A pair of running shoes. Occasionally save double feet when traversing long distances across the estate and grounds. Well, that would be fantastic. If I had any way of continuing to go forward, which I do not. I can only go back into the entrance hall at the moment, and we have unfortunately found no trunks. I never noticed that. The moon. She wears a moon pendant. Most interesting. Yes, quite indeed. I want to do the library. Because didn't we check out a new book? We sure did. Drafting strategies. Ooh, featured pages, the potential within, gems, 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 planning your house, top drafting combos, making a connection, tips and tricks, word from the editor. Let's go ahead and, oh god, this could be a lot. This is a lot of reading, isn't it? Oh god. Alright, cool, here we go, everybody buckle on in, grab your popcorn or ice cream, whichever you prefer, hot or cold. Ice cream sounds fantastic right now, dude. Dude, I might have some ice cream when I'm done this. Oh boy, the potential within! We all start as empty floor plans. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you are staring at a blank canvas, you have limitless potential and ideas to explore. But with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway? A closet, maybe? How many bedrooms do I need in this house? Is a passageway really worth 2 gems? This is the decision process you will go through as every single day starts. All these questions can be compounded, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of these strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Gems, gems, gems. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources when they need to open a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. Hence, I could not draft the attic, which would have had 8 items, which would have been fantastic. Plus, I just kind of want to see what kind of skeletons this dude had as an attic. I messed that up. Is it skeletons in the basement? Is it skeletons in the attic or skeletons in the basement? I guess that depends if you have an attic or a basement, or if you have both or if you only have one. Not really sure. Anyway, to avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Reader submitted gem strats. Don't pass up wine cellars even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I may have a bit of a problem. The wine cellar will give you 3 gems. That's interesting. I haven't drafted the wine cellar yet. Planning your house. Estate, layout, and drafting. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make in drafting is a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors that have been left behind in the entrance hall and rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they had only found them earlier in the day. Top drafting combos. Another aspect to consider when playing your house is the order in which you draft rooms. Ideally, a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optional order for drafting these rooms will provide you with additional advantages, significantly improving your chance of success. Attic and the workshop. Combine inventory. What? Workshop. Combine inventory to create new items. The more items you have, the greater your chance to be able to craft a contraption in workshop. Interesting. Making a connection. Two-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific floor plans. These rooms aren't powered on their own, but can become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. Hence, the cathedral and the tomb. Their connectivity was evident. You had to get the information from the cathedral to do the puzzle in the tomb. Likewise, you have to have the utility closet to be able to do the garage and the dark room and potentially some other stuff. Tips and tricks. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room. Oh, really? That's actually rather interesting to know, and I never realized that. If you are stuck and don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it is smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you will come... Okay, that's good to know. Many of the challenges you will come across, and there is a good chance you will find a piece of information down the road which may help. Which did help. That was what happened with the tomb, and then I drafted the freaking cathedral, and I realized, hey, I forgot about the stained glass windows, and they have numbers on them. Word from the editor. Is this literally just a book, like, from the developers to the player? That's literally what this feels like. Although with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we here at Architectural Design hope that inspiring architects know that there truly is no set of blueprints for success. Forge your own path and come up with your own unique strategic will. In our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has its own favorite rooms, each builder his own favorite tool, and thus each player, in turn, will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world. Or keep to themselves, if you're kind of feeling antisocial, that's fine. Whatever tricks you employ, we wish you the best of luck in drafting your dream floor plan. Cool, fantastic. Well, I'm kind of happy I read that. Ooh, the Grand Hall. I'm kind of happy. Ooh, mailroom. Package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Have I drafted the mailroom before? I don't remember, but we'll draft. Order placed. Apparently, I've never drafted the mailroom before, but now we have the mailroom. Looks like the mailroom has a little note that I can read. I'm looking around for a potential package. I don't see any, but we have this letter. Dad. Simon P. Jones. Hey, that's us. Oh, okay, what is this? Hey, buddy, how's it going up there in that big old house? I think most people will be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. You've always been the antisocial kind of bitch. Keep it to themselves. Little introvert, if I would say. Anywho, I imagine you happy as a clam. Perfectly content are the estate with the exploration opportunity for adventure that present themselves every day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage, packing the tent. Oh, this is from our dad. Okay, cool. I wanted to try to post this letter before we departed tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure it's going to happen. I'm not sure I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back. Oh my god, that's outstanding. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little bit guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do us both a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those old summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, and I'm not sure... What? So I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can truly offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep every night and don't spend all your time each day playing... What is that? Durgy blocks? I don't know what that is. But sure. I love that. Hey, there's the picture of this room. There's the other picture of this room. A bath and a bat. So this room would count as B. If we are to believe whatever the heck that other thing was. What is this? Please return all correspondent packages addressed to Denny Revane to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. Is that the groundskeeper? How much you want to bet that's the groundskeeper? Because the groundskeeper got fired. Well, anywho, that's the day. So let's go ahead and call it a day. Slap into day 12 and we'll see what we can draft, what we can do, and what we can see. We're going to do what we always do. Slap over here to this little outer shed and see what we can get. So we have root cellar. I don't think I've drafted the root cellar. I've definitely not drafted the shrine. What the fuck is the shrine? Make an offering, receive a blessing. What the fuck is the shrine, dude? Oh, I feel unsafe about this. Any dark gods here? What's up? What are we offering? Oh, make an offering of coin may result in the bestow of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days. Okay. Okay, I likey a lot, actually. So hold up, maybe today, since we have the shrine, we try our damnedest to get as many coins as we possibly can to then go ahead and offer to the shrine, as the shrine music is still playing even though I'm no longer in the shrine. The mail room! Oh, but it's gonna... you know what? I want to see what the package is. I want to see what the package is. Package delivered. Oh my gosh. Customer's copy, package slip, the Cinca Company, date packaged, 11-5, by K. Thompson. Items included in this order include a sleeping mask, 2 gems, and 2 keys. Bro. That's outstanding. What does the sleeping mask do? The first time you... Oh wait, I've seen this one before. You will gain some steps, which is fantastic. You know what? Actually, that's probably one of the best things that we could have gotten, because I definitely need a bunch of coins. I'm going to leave this allowance here, just in case we end up getting the cathedral. Launder currency. Oh, shit. That's going to immediately stop our... That's going to immediately cut us. I mean, all of these will. Literally all of these will immediately cut us off, and I have no... Well, let's just do the laundry room then. Because I can't do anything else with this, unfortunately. How am I supposed to launder currency? Oh. Interesting. This service costs 5 coins and will exchange all of your gems with all of your coins. Change all of your keys to all of your gems. Interesting. I mean, that's pretty cool and all, but like it doesn't help me gain a bunch of coinage to be able to offer to this shrine, which is most unfortunate. Is the thing I actually wanted today. We could do the laboratory. You know what? Laboratory it is. Because this is like literally the second time I've seen the laboratory since drafting it for the first time. If I remember correctly, we could do something with experiments. Oh, what is this? This machine requires additional power pipes in front... What? Additional power piped in from the boiler room. Oh. So I need this room to be attached to the boiler room. Continue with experiment. What is the experiment? Immediately add a small chest to the entrance hall. Oh, immediately do these things. Permanently add 1 gold... I mean... Like... A letter will be delivered to the mail room. Wait, don't I have the mail room unlocked? I do have the mail room unlocked. I'm going to do this. So we're going to immediately add a letter to the mail room. I really kind of want the permanently adding 1 gold. Like, that would be pretty cool. But I want to see what this letter might be. This letter has been delivered to the mail room. This letter may potentially be something that we need. Is this the letter? Ah, Simon. My name is Randolph Moore. I am the lead lab technician at Senka and have worked here at Mount Holly for over a decade. I was thrilled to discover you have found our humble lab and have begun to run some experiments on your own. I tend to keep an eye on the small spikes in radiation levels on the estate, as this is one of the only ways I can monitor your progress from the outside. All off-site connections to the terminal networks have been disabled during your stay. There has been much speculation among the staff about the progress you've been making in the house, and they were all excited when I reported that you have successfully been running experiments. I wanted to write you to let you know that even though you may not see us, we are rooting for you. Best of luck on the experiments, and if you like, I'll continue sending letters with some helpful tips for you. That would be fantastic. So that started something to be able to get helpful tips, which is cool. I mean, it still would have been pretty dope to increase our allowance permanently by 1, but I could just grab our allowance for now. I mean, at least we'll have 3 coins to offer to the shrine, so hello shrine, how are you? I'm going to offer you 3 lovely coins. Here you are. Do I get some special blessing? Oh, you have received the blessing of the High Roller. Every time you draft the shop room, gain 1 dice. Gain 5 extra coins each time you roll a dice. This blessing will last for 3 days. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. We like that. However, the day is ended. I feel like we're running out of days. I still am curious what the day cap limit is, if there even is truly a day cap limit. We get the ability to acquire another new room. Now we can draft the root cellar. Let's go ahead and see what the root cellar has. It's got some big flasks. Look at these big flasks. It's got a potato. Oh, I can't eat the potato? Why not? Oh, dude, it's got so many potatoes. This place is just full of spuds for days. What does this do? Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Well, I don't have a shovel. Oh my gosh. Did we just do it? We got the spare keys. We have the garage. We can do one of the things that we wanted to do. We could go ahead and see what the heck is in the car. We can hop back over here to the garage with the car keys and open up the car. Car is now open. There's a little letter inside the car. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen St. Clair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to come get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. What the fuck is this? Oh. Dude was freaking smuggling moonshine. Who was this guy? 3rd time this month. This was Christopher. No, Christoph. Christoph, if you will. I have an upgrade disc. Do I keep this upgrade disc? I have to insert it into something. Do I have a place that has a computer? I don't think I do. That's unfortunate. I got this nice, lovely upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate's terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. But I have no floor plan that houses a computer. Well then, that is most unfortunate. At least I know where to get the upgrade disc again, but however, I need to freaking get the car keys, unless this is just now like permanently unlocked and I can come back and grab it next time I draft the garage. Ooh, okay, I just acquired the shovel and there's a spot to dig here. I guess I could dig. Well, I dug up a coin! A singular coin. So this is the dirt piles that it was talking about whenever you get the shovel. Interesting. Yes, quite indeed. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. Like, I didn't think it would be that cool, but that's actually pretty cool. We'll do the nook so we can keep going forward on that front. I'm still waiting. The time is now past. I believe I just need to reset the day in order to be able to do the thing with the shelter. So we're gonna get out this day, and then I'm gonna try and just like, I'll probably just like end day after day after day until I can get the shelter, because I really want to know what the heck is behind that locked safe. I drafted the shelter this time, but unfortunately it was still locked because I drafted it before the time was allotted. So I'm thinking I have to run out the day. Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking I have to run out the day in order... Oh, I can. I'm purchasing the special key. That's some really weird sounds. Oh my god, prism key. If you unlock a door with the prism key... What? If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of that same color. Interesting? I think I have a prism key. It's so... Ooh. It's so glowy. Yo! Check out this thing. I didn't realize you could click on the thing in your inventory to pull it up. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty dope. There's the two pictures of this room. It literally is. Every single room has two pictures. There's gotta be some puzzle with that for some reason to do something with something, but I have no clue what that something for something is. But we can read like the third book this episode, because this episode is just absolutely batshit crazy. I'm really hoping it's not super long. It's gonna be a lot of cutting down. I might even cut down on reading some of the like manual books, simply because like I'll probably just like throw it up on screen if you guys want to read it, but I'll probably cut out a lot of the reading of the like drafting book, because it didn't really tell me a whole lot, as well as the book on how the pumps work, because they also didn't tell me a whole lot, or at least anything that I couldn't really glean from just looking at it. But we have a sightseer's guide to Reddington, which I'm pretty sure is where like the location that we are. Like this place is just in Reddington. You can even see like the mountain in the background. How many? Oh, that's a lot of pages. I was about to say we have a map, but I don't think that would correlate with this map too well. I'm going to read this in my own time, simply because my voice is getting tired. I'm going to leave this up here. If you guys want, you can pause the video, go ahead and read these, but I'm going to read this in my own time, because I don't think this is going to offer anything super insightful, but I guess I won't really know that until I read it. But just at the essence of keeping this going, because I super want to know what the heck is in the shelter. I'm really hoping it works. What is that? Rotunda? What is that thing? I've never seen that, but we get to draft the wine cellar for the first time. Oh, what is that? A large battery pack. Provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Sure. I like that's one of each color. I like that they're all different colors. That was pretty cool. I have a shovel. I got a turnip. Oh my god. Bro, they're growing turnips in the wine cellar. What's up with this? Why are you guys growing... Why are you growing turnips in the wine cellar? Somebody explain this to me. Oh my god. Alright, where the heck are we? Did we actually cut ourselves off again? No, we have the corridor up there. I'm going to use the special key. The prism key. It's going to shine red. Heck yeah. This will automatically give us opportunity to go to a red room. Could do the aquarium. You know what? I'll do the aquarium because the aquarium is literally every color. Alright, that looks like a door straight out of SpongeBob, sure. There's a lot of dig spots today. With rock. Not worth picking up. Are you kidding me? Rocks are extremely worth picking up, dude. I like rocks. My little dwarf sorcerer that I have uses rocks in a sling and he shoots it at mirrors. And it does nothing. They're super useful. Take my word for it. The shelter is here. Yes, it is finally freaking time. Oh, is it open? It's not open. Why is it not open? No. But why, though? Hold up. I have to reread this then, because apparently I don't understand how this necessarily works. We have the timed safe lock. We can select a date. The shelter's time save can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. I set this around 8:30. Did I set it for June? Am I stupid or did I set it for June? Because it's currently July. If I set it for June, I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to have to go back and watch the footage to see when I actually set it for. But I'm pretty sure I set it for the correct day. Measure radius levels detected the house. Yes, yes, yes. If the reading is over, emergency protocols will initiate. All doors in the house will be automatically unlocked. What is the current reading? Current reading is 0.05. I don't understand how this terminal works. Not the terminal, how this safe works. My understanding of how the safe works is you pick a time and day. So if you pick the date that it currently is, you set it for like an hour or two in the future because it says that it requires it to be a minimum of 1 hour in the future. We look at this. It says it. The date and time, as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. We definitely did it 1 hour in the future, but it did not work. It's been basically 2 hours at this point. So I don't understand how this works. And this is the kind of game where if I were to try and look anything up, there would be so easily accessible to any spoilers, and I really don't want to spoil anything, but I really want to know what's in this safe. I really want to know what's in this safe here, dude. I might have to like designate a specific time and date and come back and then play it at that specific time and date. That's the only real thing that I could think of to do at the moment, which is unfortunate. But if I have this wrong, please let me know if you guys have been playing this game, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been playing this game, and at this point I'm pretty sure everybody has figured out everything possible about this game. I don't really know how many secrets there are, there's tons of secrets actually. There's the whole secret with the flames that I still haven't figured out. There's the whole, I have to power up the pump room to get the pumps to work, to potentially lower the water level in the pool, to get something from the pool. I'm curious how many of these things that you can do by combining rooms together just give you like meta progression or meta knowledge, but I still have zero clue how to actually unlock the antechamber. My only thought process of how to truly unlock the antechamber is find the green room, grab our broken lever from storage, and fix the broken lever. But I've never even seen to even draft the green room as far as I can remember. If we do this, we could do rooms. Yes, we could do green rooms. Yeah, I have no green room. I've barely drafted any green rooms. I've only drafted like half of them. Dang, there's a bunch of rooms I still have not drafted. Like a bunch of rooms. There's some shops I haven't drafted. I'm missing one outer room, which is a thing apparently. But yeah, if you guys know how to unlock this time safe, please let me know in the comments. Please also do so spoiler free. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but I'm going to say that anyway because I really want to try and remain as spoiler free as I can. If it's something trivial like meta stuff, then I don't super care if I can't get it. But if it's something that's going to help me like unlock what I need to actually like find the 46th room, then I really need that. But anywho, we're gonna leave this here for now because this episode has been, 1, super long recording, 2, is probably going to run a lot longer than I really wanted it to, but that's kind of the nature of this game and the nature of roguelike games in general, where it's just kind of like hit or miss, just kind of like go, you win or lose. Most of the time you end up losing, so you go back in again until you win. But we're gonna leave this one here for now, and we'll pick this up next time. So until then, goodbye and good night.